Hello everyone, so in this video let's talk about the photocycloaddition reactions and photocyclization reactions. Now first let's look at the photocycloaddition. Now this is a real interesting reaction type. So normally we are focusing on radical mechanisms, right? So if I take an example, let's take these two compounds such as, let's take a benzene and let's take a alkene. Now when we look at the photocycloaddition, right, these reactions go through a biradical formation, right? So this is a radical reaction mechanism, and the intermediate of this particular reaction, or otherwise middle step of this reaction, is the formation of a biradical. Now what happens here is these two bonds are the ones who are playing a vital role in the reaction. This bond will be broken and form a new bond between this carbon. So a new bond will be formed between a new bond will be formed between this and these carbons, and the other electrons will come up to here to form radicals. Now here the structure we have, a new bond is formed here, the R group and the other R group, and there are two radicals. Now this is the biradical, right? What you need to remember is that most of the photocycloadditions, right, most of the radical reactions are going through this biradical. But there are some certain cases where both of these bonds between, like this bond and this bond, both of these bonds are forming simultaneously. But most of the time, right, most of the time we are going through, like we are suggesting a mechanism based on this biradical. So first this biradical will be formed. So there should be two bonds here. First this biradical will be formed, and then finally these two radicals will come together to form the new bond between here. So our new product will be something like this. This is our final product. Okay, I hope you understand the concept here. Again, what you need to remember about these particular reactions is these reactions are going through a formation of biradicals. Okay, the first thing happens, if you remember in our first videos, we have talked about the excitation process. So first thing what happens is the exciplex formation. So we have talked about this exciplex formation in our previous videos, right? I hope you remember it. I will put the link here so you can watch it if you are not familiar with the term. And then the biradical formation. Right? So basically, like first it will excited, and then the biradical will be formed from this mechanism, and then from the biradical we will have our final product. So let's take another example to clarify things. How about this reaction? So I want you to pause the video and try it yourself first. So this is the compound we have. This is the other component. So when we use these two components, the final product would be this. This is one single bond, right? This is a single one. And there are three bonds here. and there are two bonds here. So there's one here. Now I want you to try for a mechanism like how this product is being formed between these two components. Pause the video and try it for yourself, and then I will do it to explain to you like how the reaction mechanism would happen. Now you can see at first the component here, right? The CN and this group is attached to this particular positions, right? Here this one and this one. These two are the places where our new component is being attached. So that's where we need to focus on when we are doing the mechanism. So what happens is, let me take another color. Okay, this bond and this bond will be broken for radicals. Okay, so here I will form a two radicals here, and the other ones I will go up to here. So the final product we will have it like this. So we have attached our component okay. Now we have here, okay, with this. Now the CN group is being attached. Okay, as you can see, a new bond will be is being formed between this carbon and this carbon and this carbon and this carbon. Okay, and there are two radicals here, which are these two. Now in the as a final step, these two radicals will come up here to form the double bond between here. Now again I have to say that the order of these reaction steps can be different, right? Some of you may propose that first this bond is being formed and the two radicals may come up over here. You may propose the mechanism like that, so it's completely fine. Like only major thing is that your reaction mechanism should go through a biradical. So here you can see this is a biradical. That's the common, right? Like these are all are probability. So there's a probability to where the radicals are being formed here or here. That's completely fine. So I hope you get the idea. So let's do another examples. Here we are going to see a simple example. Again, I wanted to try it on your own before I explain to you. So this is the two intermediates. The product which we are expecting is kind of like this. This is the product which we are expecting, and these are the two intermediates we have. Sorry, not intermediate. These are the two reactants we have. Now I want you to propose a suitable mechanism for this particular reaction. Now if I go through the reaction, this is what happens. I can see this is the CN group, so these two carbons must be positioned here. So actually what happened over here is these two carbons are being attached to these two positions, which means there must be two new bonds are being formed between these two carbons and these two carbons. I can see there's a one bond over here and there's a one bond over here. I will use it like this. So here these two are coming together and these two are coming together, coming to form radical. So new bond is being formed between this carbon and this carbon, and the two radicals are being formed on this position and this position. So we will have the product like this. So as the final step, we have these two radicals come together to form a new bond on this position. So here we have the product. Let's take another final example. So here the two reactants are benzene and this one. Okay, so the product will be kind of like this. I think you can like if I give you these two reactants, I hope you can propose a particular product by now, right? I hope you have that experience by now. So this is the product we have. So if you try it out for a particular mechanism to obtain this particular product, I hope you can, because just like in our previous attempts, the new bonds which are formed in this case are here and here. As you can see, these are the two bonds which are being formed. To form these two bonds, we have two pi bonds to have a radicals and then come up upgrade it to a particular bond. Now what happens is these two electrons will come together to form a new bond, and the other two electrons will come here to form a radical. And after the formation of radical, you can join the two radicals to form the final bond. I will not draw it again. I hope it's completely straightforward. So these are the photocycloaddition reactions, which are basically simple compared to the photocyclization. So we will talk about the photocyclization in our next video. I hope you understand what we have talked about up to now. If you have any question, please feel free to comment below. I will try my best to answer those questions.